schau gerade im Handy. Hello, are we live? It says we're live. Just gonna check on YouTube.
I see Philip has been here. Charles have been here. Thanks, Charles.
Yeah. I think that refers to the title. 250 subscriber celebration. Live stream. Charles as well.
Rody here.
France is here. Hey, France. Hey, Rody. How are
Thanks
you guys?
for joining us, guys. How are you doing?
So yeah, we have a slightly different setup tonight. I'm a little bit under the weather, and my daughter is also, or has been ill for a couple of days. That's why we decided to stream individually from home. But yeah, seems to work out fine. Martin's almost a regular on Lass's stream, so he's got a good setup. And yeah, guys, 250 subscribers.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot for that. You've been with us for quite some time. All of you who are now in the chat, and we appreciate that a lot. When we started the channel, it was really hard to like make a forecast how the subscribers will develop. Yeah, Lass is here as well. Hey, Lass. And yeah, we were really not sure what we can expect within a year or until the end of 2021. And we set ourselves as a goal to have 250 by the end of the year, just because it's a nice round figure, and it's a quarter to 1,000, which is like a big milestone, I'd say. And yeah, we managed to get 250 in November already. So thanks a lot for that. And yeah, Martin, cheers to us and our community, our little community.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, I think goal is even too high of a statement. We were just thinking it would be cool if we would get so many subscribers, but never imagined to really, achieve it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cheers, Franz.
And I mean, it's just for fun. It's just hobby. We're hobby guitarists. But we thought it would be cool to have a little channel of our own and to grow a little community to do, for example, live hangs. And yeah, we achieved that, and for that we're very grateful. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, Martin, in our last live stream in October, the topic was gas. And
yeah.
I can remember that I asked you the question if you have anything particular in mind. I think you just bought the Vox AC15 back then, the combo. Have a new used guitar. Oh, yeah. Les is spoiling already. But yeah, we talked about gas and any purchases ahead and any gear you want to get. And I know you said, nothing in particular, happy for now. And what happened then?
Yeah, this happened. Some of you guys know already. I think all of you guys that are regulars on our channel that I have now a 1937 National. And I think what Lars mentioned was that he has a new guitar to reveal tonight.
Not a new used. Okay, yeah, that is correct for would be correct for the National as well. But cool, we have to check it out. What's new?
And I'm not sure if I mentioned it on the stream that I was only thinking about this particular guitar when we met up there at Ari's Guitar, and I've seen that National. Yeah, and
thanks a lot,
that one was sold already, but the guy who bought it did not pick it up and did not pay for it, and you called me that if it would not get picked up within a month, that Adi would sell it to someone else. And yeah, from then on, the story went on. So he told you that if I get it the same day, I would get it even for a little discount. And so I picked it up the same day.
And now you're learning slide or practicing
Yes.
slide a lot.
Now I'm practicing a lot of slide. And yeah, I'm still bad at it. It's a completely different animal.
Absolutely. I suck at playing slide. It's so hard. And it's like learning a new instrument almost.
Absolutely. And the thing is, I'm also exploring now the open G tuning, which I haven't done much before. A little bit, but not much. And yeah, alone in this new tuning, finding your way where you usually, steer to your normal licks, you don't have them anymore. At least you have 3 strings that are the same in this tuning. So
yeah, that's new tunings are, I mean, open tunings in particular are really something different. It's just small changes to standard tuning, like drop D also changes a lot how you play, but open tunings are a different animal. Philip has also joined. Hey, Philip, thanks for joining. And Les mentioned that Henning is selling a lot of stuff apparently, and that he bought, where's the comment? A bunch of pedals. Which pedals did you get, Les? I have to check it out. I think I saw the video, but I didn't check his list yet, what he's selling. But I don't really need anything at the moment. It's just, I have to check it out. I'm not sure. Is he just selling guitar gear or mics and audio stuff as well? So maybe he would have a nice mic. It might be interesting.
yeah, I think that one is higher priority for us currently, right?
True. What kind of slide did you order, Philip? A glass or brass, or what kind of slide do you have, Martin? The one you got new from Adi as well?
The one I've got is the Joe Perry. It's
What's the material
ceramics,
called?
I think. It's a ceramic slide, I think, yeah. Feels like it, at least.
Nice. Philip's getting a brass slide. That's cool. Yeah, it's really something new with the slide.
Yeah, before I had a thin stainless steel slide that was fitting for my pinky over here.
Yep.
But I couldn't find that one anymore, so I had to buy a new one, and the only one that really fit me was this one. So yeah.
Okay.
With slide, it's a lot also about the fit, so this was the obvious choice then.
Yeah, speaking of slide, I've seen a video of Derek Trucks yesterday, and it's purely insane what he's doing. It's almost like vocals, like singing when he's playing. It's really amazing.
It's amazing.
He would be awesome to see live. I mean, you said it. He's probably the best slide guitarist at the moment, right?
At least one of
the best.
The way he plays blues slide is very special.
Yeah, definitely. Do you have any other purchases since last stream? Really?
I'm not sure. Don't remember. If so, maybe you would know, but nothing that comes to my mind.
I just
I think the box.
No, I think we had it, but it was standing in the back already in the last stream.
Okay.
But you just bought it a couple of days before.
Okay. Might be, yeah.
What are you reading? Charles's comment?
Yeah, I'm not having my contacts in, so
Okay.
it's very
He's
small for me.
looking for a made in Mexico tele neck. Good luck.
Yeah.
Hope you find a nice one. They have so many different necks on sale, or they offer so many different made in Mexico necks. I've seen the roasted tele necks and 50s V-shaped necks and all sorts.
U-shape.
U-shape, is that 50s as well?
Yeah.
Usually. Yeah, it's. And I think a couple of days ago on Willhaben, I saw a 100% rosewood neck, completely rosewood, and the guy was selling it for 800 euros. That's just insane.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's the price you can ask, but 800 euros just for a neck? No way.
But I think this is a good point to switch over to our other topic, right? To the modding.
Absolutely. The topic of today.
Thanks, Charles.
Yeah, a smooth transition. That's true. Yeah. Yeah, Martin, you're modder number one, we could say. We always we have a Skype chat with Krenna and Franz, and I always call you the luthier because you're doing all the setups and the everything basically. You bought some StewMac tools, and now you can do the
fret level,
refret, leveling, refretting.
As long as it's not stainless steel.
As long as it's not stainless steel, yeah, that's right. For that, you can still rely on Thomann.
Yeah.
But yeah, then pickup replacing, of course. So Martin and I, we both have a couple of guitars, and I think most of them are modded. That's why we thought that modding and talking about modding might be a fitting topic. And we also have a couple of videos where we talk about our modded guitars. And I think the only gear we mod to narrow the topic a little bit are electric guitars, right?
Yeah, I don't
so
have...
far, no modded acoustics, no modded amps, and no modded pedals, because in theory you could also mod the pedals. Okay, you're the exception. You're one pedal.
Yeah, I have
the Eric
pedal.
Clapton. True, yeah. But that's not really modding. You build it.
That's a kind of definition, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where does modding start in building? That's the same thing. Where does modding and building interact? Are you building, when you're building a kit guitar, is it only building the kit guitar if you're having a set neck, or if it's like a parts caster? Where is it? Is it now building if you make a parts caster, or is it modding?
Or just assembling?
Or assembling. Yeah, well, assembling is also some kind of modding.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Johnny Bean. Thanks for joining.
Hey, Johnny. Yeah, but you open an interesting topic. Would you grab the PRS? Because I think that's the most modding building you've did so far.
Yeah. One moment.
So this is a kit, and it was when you got the kit, it was bare wood, right?
Yeah.
No finish, nothing.
No finish, nothing. It's also a set neck that I had to glue in myself, so the scale length is fitting. I had to do all the finish work, coloring, sanding a little bit. Yeah. I also did a little bit sanding on the neck to get the neck shape a little bit to my preferences. Yeah.
Did you use sanding paper for the neck? Okay.
Sanding paper, different grids. I think I started with 200, 300, 150, 300, 400, 600, and finished with 1000.
Okay. Charles likes the color. Yeah, I think you really nailed the finish. It's in this light, when you see it in person, this guitar, it's much greener. Now it looks more yellow.
It
Yellow
depends
orange-ish.
really. It really depends on the light. One moment.
Which is awesome.
I have a few lights over here that I'm having on. Maybe it gets more apparent when I switch it off. It will get more grainy, but yeah, you see probably also some orange hint of it over here. At least that's what I'm seeing when I'm looking at the picture.
Philip likes the build. What is also special about this build is it was a kit, and the kit was complete. So there were pickups in it, there were pickup rings, knobs, spots, everything came with it, and tuners as well. But from that kit, you hardly used any parts, right?
Yeah, the only parts I really used was the wood. I'm not sure if I have used anything else than the wood.
Pickup frames, maybe? Or did you order those as well?
No, I ordered those as well. I've ordered those chrome pickup rings as well. Yeah, what I've used were the capacitors, right? Those were from the kit. Yeah, but everything else is changed. Yeah. So
can you read it? Franz wrote.
Yeah.
Modding is for me modifying, cutting, fitting, adding stuff, etc. So I'm not sure in which category this guitar falls. For me, that's more than modding. I mean, staining the guitar and everything you did, building the kit, for me, that's more than modding. I think modding, I get a guitar that I would just say is modded. The Squire Strat. That's a bullet Strat, and I did a setup. I sanded the neck and polished the frets. For me, that's setup work. That's not modding, because you don't really change a lot of the guitar. It's just you increase the playability. What I would consider modding is changing the nut, changing the tuners, changing the pickups, of course. Thanks again, Martin.
You're welcome.
The 5-way switch as well. This is a Fender 5-way switch, made in Mexico one. And I replaced the scratch plate. But for me, this guitar in total, the electronics are not new, just the 5-way switch, but the potties are still the same. So I would say this one's rather heavily modded, but it's just modded. And what you did with the PRS is way beyond, I would say.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Lars. Have a good time. Stay safe.
Bye, Lars.
I think you can really say this is a build. I think the part when you start to do a set neck, especially where you have really to measure distance to get the scale length right and everything, this is building.
Yeah, but swapping the necks on Fender style guitars, that's not modding.
Yeah, but then on the other,
it is modding. Sorry, it is modding. It's not building.
On the other side, if we look at Charles' fabric top guitar,
you mean the LP Junior?
Yes, I mean this is certainly as much of work as this finish was.
The paisley top,
yeah. So
that's really changing a lot of the looks of the instrument. That's also, it's just a different reason. I think maybe we should go a step back. Why do we mod guitars? Better term. Mod is making the OEM guitar better by replacing parts or make a better finish. Yeah, that works. That's the definition, I would say. That's a good transition for why we mod guitars. I think for most reasons, the most frequent things I change on guitars are the tuners. On many guitars, I've replaced the stock tuners with locking tuners, purely for convenience, because it's faster to change strings, and sometimes they're also better quality. And what I change on most of my guitars are the just grab another one. The strap pins on, I think, all but one guitar. I have the Schaller strap pin, so I can use my straps for all the guitars. And but other than that, on this guitar I changed nothing, so I would not really say this one is modded. It's just a slight change. Would you say that's already modding? I mean, you replace an original part of the guitar, but is that already modding?
Probably yes.
The tiniest bit of modding. The reason behind modding is to make it your own.
Ninja is also here. He says yes.
Does that refer to my question about the strap pins?
I think so, yeah.
And Franz as well. He will also say yes. Yeah, maybe it is already modding. It's just any change not for repair. I would even go further and say not for repair and not for setup. Because for me, polishing the frets and some finish work and doing a setup, that's not modding.
Fret and dressing.
That's, if it's purely for playability, maybe even sanding the neck is another thing. That's already modding. But okay, changing part,
something that's not reversible is certainly modding.
But that can be reversed without a problem.
Yeah, but I think when we're going for sanding, the neck is something that's certainly not reversible.
I think that fits in the category of Charles making the guitar your own. And I think that's a cool reason to mod a guitar. If you really bond with a guitar and you like it a lot, but you still want to improve some things, or you want to just try something out, why not? Try it. If you always have to have the resale value in mind, theoretically at least, but I don't know.
I think Philip has also a good definition.
More changing the guitar to the player's feel. Any change makes... Do you know, Philip, that brings something to mind. This is a SG standard from, I don't know, can't remember. What was it? 2019 model, I think. It's not that old. It was great when I got it and played perfectly, and then I replaced the tuners and everything was screwed. I can still remember the action was completely off, and it's even the same brand. It's just different Grover tuners. There were these what are they called? The round ones were on it, and I like this tulip looking chrome tuners better. That's why I replaced it, purely for aesthetic reasons. But it messed up the action and the setup of the whole guitar. Maybe because the SG is neck heavy, but yeah, that's, I don't know. It didn't change the feel of the guitar, but I was a bit shocked that the tuners had such a huge impact on the balance of the guitar, because when you buy the Gibsons, you always get a photo with the guitar, and as it's set up, then you take it out, you play it, and if everything's good, but then you change just the tuners. I was really surprised that changed the setup that much. So, but yeah, I still like the look better, and I managed to get the setup done. I just had to raise this part a lot. It was much more downwards, but yeah, no big deal in the end.
Yeah, so for me, I really like to fiddle around with the electronics.
It's true.
Because something that I like is that out of phase sound. I have 3 guitars that do this. This is
The 335.
335, the Baja, and this
Yeah,
one. This one also has
true.
out of phase and coil split.
Yeah, you change the electronics more often than I do. I replaced the pickups on a couple of my guitars. Well, technically, you did. The Squire, where I replaced the stock Squire pickups with Fender Tex-Mex. I think it was Tex-Mex pickups. And I changed pickups on both my PRS SE guitars as well. Yeah, but that's about it. Oh no, I forgot. Anti-Harley Benton, where we got the Gibson P90. So 4 pickup swaps.
Just what are you putting in the 4th position? Series or?
The Baja is series, right?
The Baja has series in parallel, yeah.
I really like that position. It's one of my favorite positions of the Baja, actually. It's almost humbucker, like a very wide humbucker. So I can recommend that a lot. That's for that. The Baja was such a great guitar. It's such a bummer that they discontinued it. I'm not sure if it was replaced with the Vintera, but I'm not sure if they have similar specs
Or the same wiring.
or the same wiring. Yeah, Charles, in series, do it. Oh, it's awesome. I love the sound of the Baja of that position.
Yeah, the most common thing to have is series for this.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, see, and I really like the out phase sound.
But that's the button you can push.
Yeah,
right?
On the Baja, it's the button you can push.
On the volume knob.
Yeah, and with the Baja, you can do series out of phase as well.
Mm-hmm.
That quacky tone.
Reminds me of the outtake video. Do you do big modifications to the wood or the neck? Did you sand the neck?
On this one?
Okay, yeah, that's the kit. But on a guitar you bought, did you do anything to the neck?
Yeah, I've sanded the neck of that mini Squire.
Because it was rough.
Mini Strat.
Because it was.
No, it was not really rough, but I just wanted to have that more satin finish for the guitar I bought for my daughter. Yeah.
I like the satin finish as well. But I tried myself, or not tried, I did sanded the neck on the PRS Custom, and I like the feel of it a lot. So if you think you're gonna keep a guitar and you don't really like the feel of the poly of the neck, because I don't know, the PRS guitars are great. I like the frets, the fret ends. They are really nice, but it felt a bit sticky. And on the Tremonti SE I have, that's a special finish. That's the Stealth series that came out in 2018, I think. And that one is satin. The whole guitar, the body is satin and the neck as well. And I like that a lot more. And yeah, I'm gonna get the custom. I think you can already see it.
Yeah,
right?
I can see it clearly. Yeah,
And it feels much smoother. And I don't know, it's just a big poly finish, but the neck is also much faster. It's not easy with the light. Yeah, this way you can see it. Put some tape here, wet sanded the neck down, and now it's really nice and smooth. And yeah, that's really cool. I think this one's been modded pretty heavily. Locking tuners. Which way? This way. The top ones and not the thumb screw Clusens.
Then pretty much exclusively the thumb screw ones.
Yeah, the Seymour Duncan pickups and the PRS knobs. They are extremely expensive, but I just think they look much cooler.
Exactly, Philip. That's a good point. I think
every time when you want to change something, always think if you're going to sell it in the future. Yeah, I'm not sure if someone would be interested in this guitar, because if we would look for a PRS SE Custom 24, this is maybe not what he or she is looking for, because a lot has been changed, and I'm probably not going to get what I put in the guitar.
Most certainly not. You pretty much never do.
No, so it doesn't make sense to sell this guitar. But I got the pickups used. Clusen locking tuners are not really expensive. And yeah, you changed the pickups, so I didn't have any costs there. A beer. And it plays nice. And it was relatively cheap. I think it was... Nowadays, they go for like 900 euros, I think. And this one was 770 euros on Thomann. So I don't know why, but it was already comparably cheap for a custom. And I think the finish looks cool.
Yeah.
It's also a veneer, of course, but...
But that's also the thing. I'm always thinking, I would not mod a guitar that I do not like. I think that's a big point. I would not mod a guitar that I do not like. I would only mod a guitar that I already like, or know it just lacks that one special something that I love it. A guitar that's not...
Yeah.
Sorry. Go on.
No, for me that was with the Custom 24. I wasn't in love with the stock pickups, and I only... or many people like the Seymour Duncan set with the jazz and the JB in the bridge. A lot of people like it, and it's almost a standard, but for a reason, because it's really a versatile pickup combination. And I like it a lot better than the stock PRS SE pickups. But I already liked the guitar before. So I think that's your point, right? You don't mod a guitar to fall in love with it. Yeah, we mod out of love. If you don't love it, let it go someone who will. Absolutely, because leave it here for a second. It's like, you're chasing your dream guitar maybe and try to mod it, mod the hell out of it, and I'm not sure if that's if you get there.
Help you to like it.
Neck and body must be right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, those are the things that must certainly be the thing for you, and the feel in general.
Yeah, for me, feel is 80% neck.
Yeah.
and 20% body shape. Because
I mean,
sorry.
We're there again where we say, is it modding or is it a setup? If you like the playability after you've done a proper setup, then you can go on with modding, in my opinion. Because if the frets are properly, the fret ends are fine, all the neck is set up the way you like it with the height and everything, and it plays good and it feels good. For example, this guitar vibrates a lot in the hands when you strum it.
But that's neck and
Yes.
body, right? That's
you feel it. You feel it everywhere on the body. You feel the vibration. You feel it on the neck when you're grabbing it. I like this feeling. Someone else might not.
Yeah.
And if this is something you like, you invest in this then.
Yeah, but still, I also have a couple of guitars that I didn't touch because I'm afraid to change them, or I love them already enough that I don't want to change them. And yeah, it's not every guitar needs to be changed, in my opinion. It's just, I think modding is fun, but you don't just mod a guitar for the sake of modding. Usually, it's always you want to get somewhere. You get a different tone, get a different feel, or better electronics, better sound. But if the guitar already delivers that, I think you don't have to touch it a lot. Because my American Professionals, I didn't dare to touch them. And the Rode one as well, because we both did a lot of setup work on the Rode ones because they had some edges, but we didn't change any things on it because they already felt great, and we loved, both of us, the sound of the 50s and the 60s. So there was really no need to change it.
I changed the tuners because I did not like the tuners on it.
Okay, fair enough. But your tuners were kind of faulty, or
It might have been the holes for the bushings. So it was, they did not feel even. They worked fine, but one was rather stiff, the next one was quite loose to turn, so...
And the string tree as well, right? That one...
The string tree as well, yeah.
Because there was something missing when you...
Yeah, it did not have that barrel, between it.
It's true. Mod with a goal. Don't mod just to mod.
Yeah. I think we touched it in the previous stream. We had one commenter who asked on your PRS video. On the Tremonti, if he's missing out on something, if he does not change the Tremonti pickups in his.
But he liked his pickups a lot.
He liked his pickups a lot, and we both immediately spoke about this, and we said that's, if you like the pickups, there's no way that you have any reason to change it. You're not missing out on something if you already like it. Why get the idea?
Yeah, if you really like it the way it is, don't change it. But for me, the Tremonti was also a special guitar because when I got it, I already had the American Tremonti in mind and wanted to get there on a budget, kind of. I mean, the PRS pickups are quite expensive, and I've changed the knobs as well, and you need 4 because it's a single cut, and the tuners as well, and I put a GraphTech nut on it as well. So I changed a lot of parts, but for me the goal was to get to a US Tremonti, and I've played a Tremonti, the real one, not the real one, the American one in a local shop. It still feels better, but the price tag is still a lot bigger. But so I already had a thing in mind. If you have a vintage guitar, don't mod it, or Joe will Joe Bonamassa. Yeah, he will come after you. Change the PAFs on your 58 or 59.
Because you don't like them.
Exactly. I don't like it.
Which is valid because...
Put some active pickups in it.
it's a valid reason to mod. If you don't like the pickups, just keep it aside. When you sell it again, you can.
But modding a vintage guitar, would you really mod an old guitar, a 60-year-old guitar? I wouldn't.
Replacing the pickups.
I would
Why
only
not?
buy a vintage guitar if I would be in a position to spend time with it, if I would have the money, and if I would really love it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You don't buy such an expensive guitar if you don't love it.
Then I wouldn't change a thing, because you don't want to replace original parts on a vintage guitar if it's 40 or 60 years old.
And if it's not good enough, you don't buy it.
I think the only things you're gonna replace on the National behind you are the strings, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Not sure. I think the cone is also something that's that has to be replaced after some playing time. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know.
It breaks down from the vibration, I think. But
would you have to buy a new one or a vintage one?
Probably a new one if this happens, but I haven't read all too much into it yet. But I think I have read something about it, that this is also a part that's breaking down over time.
Okay. Another, I think after the PRS build you have on your lap, the second biggest project you had is the 335 behind you, right?
Yeah.
And for that's I would say also a special thing, because you fell in love with the guitar, you loved how it felt, how it sounded, and you still wanted to change big parts of it.
From the get-go.
From the get-go, because it's a studio, and the studio back in 2015 only came with one volume and one tone.
Yeah.
But you wanted to have it like the standard 335 with 2 volume, 2 tone, and therefore you needed new wiring, right?
Yeah, exactly. That was the thing where back then I did not want to mod it myself, so I let the shop do it. And yeah, you can see it in the body review with Kreda. Yeah.
Exactly.
The whole story. But yeah, then I fell in love with the sound it had. The wiring, however, was messed up, so the controls were not all that usable.
I have a question regarding the wiring. When you bought it, it had one volume and one tone.
Yeah.
Was there any push-pull action going on?
No,
or
nothing.
Three-way switch, bare bones.
Yeah. Bare bone, master volume, master tone.
But you didn't change the pickup, so all the wires were already there.
Yeah, back then it had that circuit board already inside, so it was not the wiring in the classical sense. Okay,
but in theory you could also already have split the pickup and all that, so there were already 4 wires.
Yeah, that's from the pickup.
So it's really a shame that it didn't come stock with some more versatility, because the Les Paul, my Les Paul Studio already has split coil.
Yeah, the Studio was always the more affordable one, and
mine is also Studio.
Yeah, but Studio. Back then even more so. They cut the costs even more than the years later.
And semi-hollows are more expensive and more labor intensive.
Yeah, I think 2016 they already changed to the 4-pot version.
Was that just for the 2015 model then? To have it as
before 2016.
Okay.
So not sure if all, but pretty much all of the ones before had it. I would have to look in the book that you gave me as a birthday present. Yeah. So it's somewhere around here, I think.
I just read the Fender book last weekend. 75 years history of Fender.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, that makes sense.
This should come, but they do not for, vintage correctness and other stuff.
Aren't there any? I think there are also humbuckers that come with the braided wire. Are they the 4 separate wires hidden in there, or how does that work?
No. What he's saying is all humbuckers should come with it. He does not say they're coming.
They don't come with.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I said.
True.
The old ones with the vintage style where you have the shielding outside and one wire out.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of this as well.
No.
You can't do any special wiring other than 50s and modern wiring. I think there's also
you're the king of special wiring.
I wouldn't say this, but I like to do the special wirings. Yeah.
What I would be really interested to try is to change passive pickups to active pickups one day, but I don't know for which guitar. I would like to try it out. There's Chris Barocci from Thomann and his own channel. He has this Harley Benton, this sparkle finish Strat style one, and he put Fishman fluence in this guitar and the battery pack as well, the rechargeable, and that's a really cool mod project. But yeah, I mean, it probably comes stock with Rosewood pickups, so the Fishman fluence are most likely a huge improvement in terms of sound. But I wouldn't really know, which guitar to install active pickups. Active pickups, or what do you mean, Philip? Yeah, I don't have any experience with active pickups. I played guitar with active pickups, but I don't have one. Do you have a guitar that you would dare to put active pickups in, Martin?
I'm just looking around if I see something. Well, kind of.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Chris's guitar is absolutely awesome. I wanted to add a Sustainiac to something, probably my Jackson RR, but I maybe buy Champ Junior. That's definitely cool. A Sustainiac. I've never played a guitar with a Sustainiac. Ah, okay. Francis is bringing his PC Rich. Do you want to install some EMGs in the Warlock?
He has EMGs inside.
He has.
It's active.
Yeah. Nice.
What I have in mind with this one is I have let me think, pearly gates in the bridge, classic 57 in the neck, and the bridge will be the LR Bags piezo bridge, and that's pretty much also an active pickup. You also have
you need a 9-volt battery.
I need the 9-volt battery. I have a small preamp inside with which I will then wire it up so that I can exchange one of the pickups, the classic the neck pickup or the bridge pickup, with a push-pull with the piezo and then mix it. That's the idea behind this.
The sound of that is really cool because you tried the bridge already on the...
I tried the bridge already on my Harley Benton SC550. Yeah. Lucas, I think you're gone. At least for me, he's stuck.
Hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you now again. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just my connection. It says the connection is unstable, but so far it's been working fine. So I don't know. Yeah, the SG, that with the piezo bridge, that's I think that's a really cool project.
Yeah.
that's a unique sound, because there aren't that many guitars that come with electric guitars that come with a piezo. I can just think of the PRS SE Hollow. Not sure if there are any more models currently.
Or
There are
don't
probably
know
are,
off the top of my head, but there are.
The Majesty, okay. Haven't had a chance to try one of those. Are there any Music Man dealers around? I don't think so.
Not here close by.
Not
I wouldn't know.
in our area. We need to do the same as Krenner did and go to Klangfarbe. Visit France as well. But yeah, maybe next year. Not with the current situation.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Want me to show also the other parts of this
just
guitar
a second.
kit?
Just a second. Charles has a question for the SG. What finish?
Yeah. Very lame. It will be a cherry red. Classic. More like a vintage cherry red. Very similar to the wine red of my 355.
Is the cherry red lighter in color? What's the difference?
Not the ones that I know. Some might be a little bit lighter, but the ones I like and are also labeled as cherry red look pretty much exactly the same as my wine red 335. So
I also just have the wine red. My Les Paul is also wine red. I don't have a cherry. And yeah, my SG obviously is ebony, because I don't know, with the big scratch plate, this way you can see it. With the big scratch plate, I dig the look of the ebony one more. I don't know, it reminds me of Batman. It's my Batman guitar.
You see on what I've marked with pencil is I will use the smaller pick guard, and the kit itself has the thickness of Les Paul.
Oh, yeah.
That one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it's a little slightly wider.
Close up.
Yeah, and I've drawn here where I will sand it to get it perfectly. To sand it more down, so at least the sides are slimmer over here, and it looks more like an SG.
Is the scratch plate already included?
The scratch plate is already included, but I bought I bought a 3-ply one from Goldo. Keine Ahnung. No idea.
The parts company, the other.
Yeah. The one with the U somewhere. Yeah. And this one will be for my daughter.
It's got a nice figuring, but it doesn't really pop.
Yeah, that's.
You showed it once where you put a little bit of water on it, just with a damp cloth.
Yeah.
Then it really popped.
Yeah, that will come with the finish.
Maybe
then.
This way to the camera. No, the other way.
Like this. Like this.
No, it's good.
Probably if I reduce the light eventually. Let's see. Is this a little bit?
Philip's got an idea. Make or buy a choker guitar to complete the Batman SG. The choker, if it's a choker guitar, it probably would have to be green and purple.
White headstock with a red smear over it.
Joker guitar. I have a comic here. The Killing Joke. That's purple, white, green, and red. Yeah.
Have a great week, Pooh. Thanks for joining us.
Bye, Pooh.
So,
and the finish for the 335 kit, that's a special one.
Finish,
Planned, right?
That one will be a purple burst. Because my daughter loves purple and pink, and it will be a purple burst as soon as I get to it. The necks are also special for both guitars. You will say heresy in a second.
Heresy? What's with those inlays? Yeah, but wow, the figuring, is it Rosewood imitation? Or
yeah,
that's so cool. This line with the lighter part fades into the darker. That's awesome. It's just gonna make this big for a moment. No, wrong one. How does it work? Here, solo.
Oh, there's a lot of dust on it. Sorry, 1 second.
Nice. This looks awesome. If you would use some fretboard conditioner, that would really pop.
Yeah,
a lot.
The last time I did it, it's quite some time. Here's the second one with the.
Just a second. Solo layout. I like this more. It's unique. So cool.
I think the other one is cool as well. It has almost like a flash going through it. You see, from one side to another.
Franz is asking if that's a sticker.
No, that's inlays. That's
pearl.
Imitation.
Pearl
I think imitation mother, or did I order real mother of pearl? I would have to look in the order. Eventually, it's real mother of pearl.
Could you comment Philip's comment? Comment the comment. Gibson had some PRS inlay. Well,
yeah. Well, I'm not selling it.
Best of both worlds. No, you as a consumer and a buyer, I think it's okay, but as a distributor or seller, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's coming at you first, Gibson or PRS? Probably Gibson. They have a long history in suing companies and people. It's definitely not authentic.
I'm ready to piss off anyone.
Come at me. It looks cool. What I really like, I mean, if I would have bought that not the PRS, the hollow body kit, I would go with the block inlays because I really like the look of the Gibson, the block inlays, not the what's the other one called? Trapezoid, not the trapezoid, really the block inlays, but not the big ones, not the custom blocks, but the standard 335 blocks.
I was honestly thinking about just using that PRS style headstock.
For the 335 kit.
Yeah, for the 335 kit.
Huh?
Why not?
Why not? You're right. Is that your favorite headstock? I don't like it a lot because you can barely fit a tuner on it. That's annoying.
That's really annoying, yeah. I know.
The angle and how the strings go through the nut, that's good, that's fine, but it's just so tiny. And when it comes to headstock design, I'm boring. I like Fender, 6 in a line. I like that most, and not reversed, because that would completely mess me up. Because it's just restringing guitars. I did it most on Fender guitars. For me, 6-in-line is perfect.
See, and for me, it's the 3-in-3.
Yeah,
it's just what
for
I'm
me,
used to.
The first 3 are always good, but the other 3, it's always can't wrap my head around.
But it's for me that's quite a thing, that because I'm used to it from the get-go. The first guitar I had was Epi Les Paul Custom.
Yeah.
3-in-3. Then a lot of acoustic guitars, 3-in-3. Then the 335.
Yeah, I think acoustics, if you're not buying a Fender acoustic, you don't have the 6-in-line. It's always 3-in-3.
Yeah.
But I have this tiny 3/4 Sonoran Fender. It's a rather cheap one. It's upstairs. And that one has 6-in-line as well. That's pretty cool. And the new acoustics of Fender also have it this way. Yeah.
But on acoustics, I really think it looks somewhat strange. Can't help it.
It does. Yeah, acoustics. Did you see there's the new Acoustasonic made in Mexico now, the player Acoustasonic?
No,
a lot of videos dropped yesterday, and it's $1,200, something like that. So I'm not sure how much the US version goes for. I think it's more like 1,800. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
I tried it, but that's not a guitar I would need, because I prefer real acoustics and real electrics. It's just preference. Did you try one? Because I think they're selling them at local stores. I played one at the store in Lustenau.
Yeah, I played that one as well. But
The neck's nice and all, but it's when you're playing it not with an amp, just as it is, it's really not loud. It's not really an acoustic.
yeah, I think it's also pretty much what I'm planning to do with my SG kit, with the piezo. So
Yeah, get the acoustic sounds out of that.
yeah, but
Or use a real acoustic and a mic. It's always preferred, probably. So yeah, we've been live for a bit over an hour. Is there anything more to say about modding from your side, Martin? Anything you want to show?
anything I want to show? Not sure. There's just much more to show. I have one more build I've made. You know it, that I've
Yeah, the small one,
one that I've made as an experiment.
grab it. It's special. The body shape is travel size. It's like the Hofner Mini, kind of.
This thing was pretty much the test run for the color of my PRS kit.
Where's the wood from?
I've bought that kit on Willhaben. Like
that body
Chichi
shape
for others. Yeah, with that body shape. Violin.
It's a travel guitar.
That thing.
It's probably has more neck dive than my SG.
I don't think so.
Really?
That thing is solid maple.
Okay.
It's heavy as hell. You can see when I'm grabbing it.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh wow.
I think it's almost balanced over here when I'm
like
having.
A rock. Okay.
You see,
yeah.
it
Definitely
goes down.
Definitely more weight than the mahogany.
Yeah, and I don't really like to use it like your typical guitar, and this is what I've then tried to use for slide playing a little bit. I have that.
What kind of pickups are in this guitar?
I think these are the pickups that came with the PRS kit that I've put inside.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's that. Yeah. No special wiring on this one. Just your typical three-way switch, master volume, master tone.
Was that the first guitar where you installed the wiring? And changed or installed pickups and did the soldering?
Not sure. Can't really say.
One of the first, probably.
One of the firsts, I think, yeah. I did smaller wiring stuff before. I've changed capacitors. Put new output jacks into the guitar and all this smaller things. So yeah, more repair stuff than and slight improvements because I already have foreseen some things failing before it failed. So yeah, that were the things, but not certainly not in this case with a full wiring harness. The second one was the PRS, and then it all started out quite hefty. Yeah.
You are an experienced. You're experienced when it comes to soldering. Is there a reason why you've never tried to change anything in a pedal? Because especially talking about, I don't know, like damn Velcro pedals like these, the Boss pedals. These are very well known, and there are a lot of mods that you can do to Boss pedals. Like there's the Keeley mods.
Yeah.
And is there a reason why you've never tried to mod a pedal? Other than your Eric Clapton mid boost one, obviously.
I buy pedals that don't need to be modified.
You just buy LPD pedals.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mostly.
Jokes aside, yeah, it's pretty much this. I have pedals that I liked from the get-go.
But you got one from Laz's
Yeah.
on Laz's stream once. Did you think of modding? Maybe try to improve or change something?
I have a mod in mind.
For
that pedal, it's
what kind of effect is it again?
You got me off guard. It's a tremolo.
It's a tremolo
effect.
Okay.
And I think there is a slow mod. The tremolo is quite fast in whatever setting you're having, and with I think it was a capacitor and some switch, you can switch it over to a slow mod where it picks off where the normal mod ends and the normal settings end, and then you can get the rate down from there way slower.
Okay,
and
cool.
I think that's a mod I'm going to do because it retains pretty much all the features and it just adds to it. It's nothing that
do you have
can
to
lose.
install a separate knob for that or a switch to
a small toggle switch.
Small toggle. Cool. Sounds interesting.
That's one I'm having in mind, but other than that, the pedals I'm totally fine with all of them. I really have nothing to add or to mod on those.
I have a couple of Boss pedals. If you want, you can try a mod on one.
if you want me to, I can do it. It's no problem.
I need to check if there are any mods recommended for those.
If you want
Maybe
me to,
we need to do some research. I'm not sure.
if you guys in the chat want a tutorial on those,
suggest a mod, and then Martin will do it. I will give. I have the DS1, the DS2, the OS2, and the SD1. So I would say the standard Boss overdrives and distortions. Not using them regularly, but yeah, got them used. That they're affordable. Pretty much, yeah. They're not on the pedal board at the moment. But yeah. I mean, I think JHS started this way with modding pedal as well, right? And I have the Bonsai, which is 9-in-1. I think it's 9. Plenty tube screamers in one and mods of tube screamers. So that's a really nice pedal, but you don't have to mod that one because it already has all the sounds in it. But they just released a red with all the different red sounds and red modes, and I'm in the back there. Here,
yeah,
there's the standard red. So yeah, maybe there's a nice mod for that one as well. Bye, Rody. Thanks for checking
Rody.
in.
Take care.
It's just, I don't know. I would need to check if there are any recommended mods for some of those pedals I have. Or maybe I also have cheap pedals. I have a couple of Donner pedals, and I'm not sure if what you can change on them, but most of them are clones, or all of them are clones.
Basically. Yeah, so you can do the same mods like on the original ones.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, the thing why I have no fear of doing all this stuff on electronics is I went to a school that was about electronics.
True. And I think the only dangerous modding when it comes to guitar stuff is amps, right?
Yeah.
Where you can really harm yourself. But yeah.
But I also opened one of those yet already, so
I had the JTM, right?
Yeah. So I have a probe to get all the wattage down everywhere, so I'm set for that as well. But the JTM certainly has no reason to be modded any further.
Now that we were talking or switched to amps, changing the speaker is modding, right?
Yeah.
So my Blues Junior is modded because the Celestion A-type was in it, which we both didn't like, and now there's a greenback in it, and I like it a lot better. Still not perfect, but I like the sound a lot more. And yeah, the this one also got a greenback, the bass breaker, and the Palmer cap, there's the greenback now, not the green creamback, but pretty similar. And you also have a lot of greenbacks. I don't know. The big cap of yours is with greenback.
Yeah, the big cap is 2 greenbacks, and the box also has a greenback in it.
All right, I was just going to ask. It's right here. The box staying in the basement, so Martin can crank it when he's coming over. But greenbacks are great, and I just saw that Fender releases Blues Juniors on a regular basis with different Tolex colors and different speakers as well, and they sometimes also release a Blues Junior with a greenback that's stock with the greenback. So it's probably a common mod. But I think Blues Juniors are often the speakers replacement. The Eminence speakers are often used, I think. Not sure.
Yeah. They're more affordable.
Just a different flavor. Are they? I'm not sure if it's just about that. I think it's also British versus American sound.
You think so?
I'm not quite sure. It's just the greenback has some character, and I think I read that the Eminence speakers are more for these American sparkly, clean sounds, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm happy with the greenback. So for that, that's nice. Don't need to change anything on that amp. And yeah. So yeah. Anything else to mod? Probably not. You've modded your pick clip, but we've already got a video about that.
Yeah.
It's always within reach.
Yeah. I think that one, it follows me.
Definitely.
What strings?
In terms of gauge or brand? Because it depends.
It depends on the guitar for me.
Yeah. You can go first. I have to get some strings.
I mostly use 11s. I have 10s on my PRS kit guitar. I think these are the only 10s that I'm using. Others are all 11s. For that one, I have 16s. Those are
that sounds like bass strings to me. 16.
Yeah, that's resonator strings. That's special resonator strings. The Dario
round
resonator
wound
strings.
Are they round wound?
I think they're they are round wound, not flat ones. Yeah.
I'm on most of my guitars. I would say 70% or so. I'm using 10s. I like the Dario ones, and on the Strats, I think on the American Professional and the Road Worn and the Squire I showed earlier, the Seafoam Green one, I use 9s. But on all other guitars, I use 10s. But I don't know, for Strats, I prefer 9s. But I don't play them half step down. Maybe if I would use 10s. But most guitars are 10s. I think on the Tallys and the Gibson scale length as well. And the PRS ones as well. Yeah, 10s. Mostly 10s. And brand, Dario, and I want to try those, but I still have to put them on. Bought 2 packs of those, 9s and 10s, to try them. Because when you have a couple of guitars and you don't play all of them, you can't obviously play all of them at the same time. I like coated strings. That's why I wanted to try the Paradigm, so I don't have to change them all the time. Ernie balls. Yeah, Ernie balls are solid. 2 to 40, regular 10s.
For acoustic,
on all guitars. Yeah. Sorry, for acoustic?
For acoustic, I'm using the Martin Tony Rice signature. Those are mono strings. I just restringed an acoustic. Give me a second, I can get the pack.
Yeah, for acoustic, I use the Dario ones. Not sure which one, but usually 12s. I don't like the heavy strings on acoustics. Martin uses 13 usually, and I'm sure he's gonna show a package now. Tony Rice signature strings, Monel. Oh yeah, 13 to 56.
Yeah.
And Monel is what's that again? Material.
Yeah. I don't know the English word for it.
10s on Strat and 9s on thin line Tele. And 9.5s on LP Junior. 9.5s on a Gibson scale must feel really easy to play, I would assume. Yeah, I think with the Fender scale length, it's. I have Fender guitars with 10s and I have Fender guitars with 9s. I like both of them, but I'm a little bit afraid to change my Strats to 10s because of the floating trem, because that would be just a hassle with all the setup again. Because this one's floating. Yeah, you can see it a little bit this way. Yeah.
We have also we also had the 9.5s on France's Sheraton.
Okay, and how did that feel?
Fine. Plays quite good. So doesn't feel too slinky, to be honest.
Okay, it's not a huge difference probably. Diodarios, try Ernie Ball. Yeah, I think the Paradigm, there's also the acoustic package, the acoustic version. Those. Most folks prefers 9s on the Strat. Stevie Ray Vaughan would disagree, but what did he use? 13s?
13s, yeah, and
I wouldn't be able to bend them. Yeah, it definitely works with 10s. I would just have to do a setup, and I don't want to mess up the setup on my Strat because that's the American Professional I got 3.5 years ago or so, and I had to adjust it a little bit to get the action to where I like it. In general, I like low action, but I don't like buzzing. I'm almost allergic to buzzing. I really hate it when it's not plugged in and I can hear a lot of rattling, and that's why it was quite a lot of work to get both of my Strats set up the way I like them, the American Professional and the Road Warren as well. And I know, Martin, that you don't like rattling on Strats as well, because your Road Warren was rattling like hell, the bridge, right? The saddles.
Yeah, I had the problem that the string vibrating made the saddle vibrate, made the saddle touch the other saddle, and made that rattling noise when it touched the other saddle. That was horrible. You didn't hear anything through the amp. When you had headphones on or had it blasted, you did not hear nothing about rattling. But yeah, as soon as you play it at bedroom volume or just, where you can hear a little bit of the acoustic of the guitar, it was annoying as hell.
I mean, when you're playing at home with the Spark, for example, you would hear it, definitely.
Yeah.
And then it's annoying as hell. Strat setups are bad, but Floyd Rose is even worse. I would love to play a guitar with Floyd Rose or even have one in my possession, but just because I'm sure it's a lot of fun with the whammy. But
well, Franz, it's settled.
Huh?
His warlock has,
So Franz, when you're coming to Vorarlberg, bring it, because EMGs and Floyd Rose. But I'm sure it's just horrible to set up, right?
Yeah,
and strange
Franz
things.
went to that was, correct me, Franz, that was the first guitar you've bought, and you have been there buying this guitar with a friend. I don't know what kind of friend gives someone else
a frenemy
suggests his friend to get a Floyd Rose guitar as his first guitar.
It's the worst advice ever. If you look online, as it is. I mean, any guides for beginner guitarists, they recommend get a fixed bridge.
Avoid any tremolo style if
bridge.
possible.
And if it's not a fixed bridge, if it's some kind of Strat, get one with a fixed bridge, or that's against the body. This bullet flush with the body. It's nothing floating here, and I didn't set it up this way. It came this way, but just don't go with floating, or even worse, Floyd Rose and Franz, your friend. Horrible advice. At that time I was a metalhead, but I'm not sure if you don't need a Floyd Rose to play metal. It depends on the metal you're playing, but headless, fretless, stringless. Headless is fun, but not for me. Headless is. I've played one. For me, it doesn't feel right. Headless. I think we've covered this one in was it the first or second live stream? Headless is I don't know. It doesn't feel complete. It sounds silly maybe, but when you have it in hand, it's just starts with where do you put your clip-on tuner? No, that's no. It's just You said it's with when you're playing in the upper register or lower register.
Yeah, because the way
cowboy chords.
I grab over here. I'm literally grabbing over the nut over here, so it's empty where I'm usually leaning on. So it's something that I think you have to get used to.
Yeah, headless. If you can try one out. Ibanez released this new Q series, Quest series. They are pretty affordable, and Krenner liked them a lot. He said they are great. And I played a mayonnaise. Is it pronounced mayonnaise? Sounds like something you put on your fries. Mayonnaise. I'm not sure. you know what I mean, Martin.
I know, yeah.
And it was very expensive, and it was a great guitar, but it just didn't feel right. But fretless, so far, the only fretless instrument we have at home is the violin of my wife, and I don't touch that one because I'm not able to play it. But
my son is also playing violin. I did touch it a couple of times. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I at least hear when he's not fretting perfectly. So
when you're practicing violin, I think in the beginning you should use a clip-on tuner as well to get familiar with the positions, to get the spots right.
They mark it with.
Or they mark it. The teacher marks it with nail polish or dots or something.
With a tape
or
sticker.
Tape. Yeah.
Taped around, and like this, you know where the spot is. But still, if it's just a little off, you immediately hear it. And I had when he repeated that mistake that was very obvious. I'm not the best one at hearing things, so I still have problems tuning by ear. And in the end, most of the time, I still go back to the tuner.
But with the intonation, I can remember one time you set the intonation up, and it was like, it should be right, and it was spot on.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad. You're hearing.
When he was certainly quite a bit off, and I heard it several times. I went over to him. Hey, come on, put the finger over here.
It hurts.
It hurts. Yeah, it hurts. It certainly hurts. Yeah.
But it's with guitar. It's easier with the frets, certainly.
Yeah, that's the thing I'm missing now as well over here. you have the frets as orientation, but with the slide, it's the same thing.
Coming back to slide, if you're off, it's like
horrible
almost. It's horrible.
It is fretless. You're not using the frets.
How high is the action on that guitar? Did you do a split up to this guitar?
No, nothing. It's not that high at all.
No, it looks good. Does it have a truss rod? It's 80 plus years old.
No, I don't think. No, does not have a truss rod.
That's cool.
Everything, you can normally fret. I think this one was also a chord.
Okay, G, right?
Yeah.
It's definitely got a different vibe. I like the sound a lot. This. Come on, more.
I'm really bad at this.
No, it sounds great. See, that was really nice. I 100% agree.
Thanks,
And you've
guys.
improved. You've improved a lot. I know when you first played the slide, it was, yeah, more rattly, kind of.
Yes. What
You know what I mean?
I've practiced lately a lot is with from Eric Clapton. The which one was the song?
Practice makes perfecto.
It's
A
Running on
song
Faith. Running on
Okay.
Faith.
It's immediately this southern states blues sound.
Yeah.
Hey, Krenos, showing up. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Krena. Thanks
You
for
shift
joining.
over. Shift over. Probably.
Yeah, but this still needs a lot of practice and getting used to everything. Yeah. So,
To go home from work, still not at home. Oh man.
so this
Franz, why are you shouting? There's still a question up there, Martin. Do you have any Bixby's or have you tried the Duesenberg?
I have tried the Duesenberg.
That's the one with the spring, right?
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it.
It's amazing.
And, the Eastman, was it the Eastman with the blue one Krenner tried at Addis? That one also had this Duesenberg
Spring.
style trend.
Yeah. I haven't tried that one, but I have tried at Musik Paul. They have Duesenberg. And there I've tried a Duesenberg with that. And it felt so smooth and yeah, it was just amazing.
And Bixby, that would also be a cool mod for the 335 kit you have. Put a Bixby on that one.
I'm not one of those kind of guys who are giving his daughter for one of the first guitars tremolo system. Sorry.
Come on. Just a Bixby.
Nope. Nope, I'm not. I like my daughter.
It's not a Floyd Rose. Come on. I like it. Yeah.
And if she does not behave when she's old enough, maybe I'll do it.
But I like Bixby's. I just don't have a guitar, and I don't want to mod one of my guitars to have a Bixby. But many guitars I own have tremolo systems, and the one on the Jazzmaster is pretty funky because it's like spring,
Yeah.
kind of. Different system as on the Strat with the floating bridge. A Floyd Rose in the 335. Yeah, well, he likes his daughter. And that as well.
Yeah, Yeah, but Charles is right. The Duesenberg one would work really good with the 335, and you can add it to it, I think, without changing anything really to the guitar itself, so you can remove it again and it
buy
will
that
look...
as a part.
Yeah.
Cool.
You can buy that as a
It's
part and just replace your normal, I think, ABR1, ABR style bridge. That's... There's a video I've seen Danish Pete do it to his guitar. I think there's even a video where he actually shows how he replaces his bridge with the Duesenberg one.
That?
His 335.
Okay. It's definitely got a vibe to it. I mean, even 335 with a Bixby or a Duesenberg.
Yeah, it's a non-permanent mod. So
it's
you can
definitely a good argument. I need to check it out. Let me see.
That's something really cool, yeah. And
so no additional holes. That's because when you install a Bixby, I think you need to drill some holes.
Yeah.
Right?
You will have to screw it down, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a non-permanent mod. And Danish Pete also said it improved even the tuning stability, if I remember correctly, on his guitar. So it's really... Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. It's really working well.
88 euros. That's not too bad.
Replace the tailpiece, yeah.
There's a gold one. I could try that on the Ibanez.
You could. I
could.
See, Charles just made Lukas his next mod project.
But where's the spring? Is the spring still on the body? Or how does that work? Because it's got this big spring, right? Is that on the top of the body? How would that work?
I would have to look that one up.
I'm really curious to try that one out.
Pretty much a metal plate itself. I don't think it's directly on the. I don't think it's directly on the body.
It's 98 euros. Put it in the shopping cart, maybe. Man, come on. There's certainly a urge. That would be really cool.
That would be really cool, yeah.
I think about it. I sleep over it, definitely. But
I'll message you tomorrow to remind you.
Sorry?
I'll message you tomorrow to remind you.
Shut up. It's in the shopping cart. I don't need a reminder. No, if it's reversible and if you don't have to drill holes or like really modify the guitar permanently, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, just go and see the video of Danish Pete from Endertons.
Yeah, I will. Oh man, I didn't know that this thing exists. Damn it.
Yeah, that's how easy you can activate the gas.
Yeah, no. It's yeah.
Charles says spring not on the body, attached to trem plate, no holes.
It's that time again, Franz. You know how to drill holes.
I assume all of you guys know how to drill holes.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now I have two in the shopping cart. I don't need two.
Do you still remember the video where I said that?
Which one was it? Was it his guitar? The Sheridan? No.
It was the pedal.
Sure. Where you had to drill holes.
Yeah.
A 338? What's this 338?
338, isn't this the one with the back plate?
A Gibson or Epi?
Yeah.
Never heard of 338. I need to check.
Let's see.
There's the 339. A 335 copy. All right.
Yeah, Firefly is 338. Yeah,
that's a good mod, Philip, because that's reversible after some time. Not like tattoos. That's a permanent mod, kind of, or expensive to remove.
Yeah, if you're going that way, you can also fill holes in a guitar again.
Yeah, but you would still be able to see them, right?
Depends on the skill of the luthier.
I think, let me think. It was Shane from In the Blues. He got this Tele original, and I think he had to fill a hole shortly after he got it. He's got this, it's a butterscotch blonde. Probably not, but I'm not sure if it would be noticeable if you just fill a hole in the guitar.
Yeah, and speaking of small drilling holes, you will probably not notice that.
It'll change a lot. Martin, do you need anything from Toman? Maybe I'm ordering in December, but that would be a cool video. Vibramate plate. I'm learning a lot tonight. Never heard of Vibramate plate. Okay.
Yeah, still you have the pressure on the body. Not sure if this does not leave marks over time if you have it for a longer time.
Especially on semi-hollows.
Yeah. With the tension. So yeah, there's that.
True. Yeah, now I didn't expect to have another bot project coming out of this stream. But yeah, the Duesenberg Les Trem 2 Gold. That's really, I need to check that one out.
Well, Philip, it's so that we don't have to pay the courier.
Now it's already free. It's already free because to Austria
it's already
just
free.
$100 or so. It says free shipping. So
it's
just
98 euros, right? So you have already something else inside.
No, it's free.
Okay.
It says 0.
Well.
But maybe you need something.
Yeah. I
hope so, because Charles, you're responsible if I don't like it. No, just kidding. I need to check it out. I need to sleep a night or two over it, but I really liked the Duesenberg Trem. It was really cool. So I might get that one. I might really get it.
You mean that Duesenberg style? I think it was not Duesenberg that was on the Eastman, or was it the original Duesenberg?
It says Duesenberg.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
then I stay corrected.
Can you read it? Duesenberg less trem. Yeah, Duesenberg less trem to gold.
Yeah, but on the Eastman, the one you had on the Eastman.
Okay, yeah, that was probably not an original part.
Yeah.
True.
It was the same style the Eastman had.
Yeah, I will definitely do so, Philip, before ordering it. But
yeah, the one I've played on the Duesenberg was just amazing, and I've only heard and seen good things about
there's
them.
At M-Music in Luschnow, there's this rusty-looking Duesenberg.
Yeah,
it's rusty looking, but it was extremely expensive one. It was 3,000 or 4,000 euros, but
with shotgun shell knobs.
And that one also had this trem. That's where I tried it, because I didn't play the Eastman. I think just Krenner played the blue Eastman with that spring, with that Duesenberg style. But yeah, oh man, got them gas again. Good night and bye.
Good night, Franz.
Bye-bye. You too. A roller bridge to go with it. Oh, come on. France. Not France, sorry. Charles, the order is getting more and more expensive because I need a gold one to fit. Is that roller bridge?
It's a roller bridge, yeah.
Is that optional? But that's optional, right?
That's optional, yeah.
Oh, that's 148 euros. No way. That's too much.
Danish Pete also did not use a roller bridge. He used the normal one, and he said on his 335 it even increased the tuning stability. So
there's the company with the Ö, Göldo.
Okay, yeah.
That's a roller bridge for 49. And the other one was ABM. Isn't the one on your PRS kit an ABM?
No, mine is a Tone Pros.
Tone Pros.
But that one also
there's
costs...
a Tone Pros as well. That's 74 euros.
That Tone Pros bridge I'm having on this one cost me almost 200 euros, I think. That was...
That's insane. These are much more affordable on Thomann. The Tone Pros. 74 euros. Yeah, I'll start with the tremolo. So, Martin, you can sleep over it if you need something from Thomann. Maybe I'm ordering tomorrow.
That's great. Probably. Yeah. Last time Krenner was here, I had to... How did he call it? I had to take quite some things out of my warehouse. Maybe restock.
For his guitar.
Yeah.
The pots.
When he modded his pures. It was pots. I used capacitors. I used wire. Yeah.
Do you need to restock the warehouse then?
I think I need to restock the warehouse, yeah.
That's too late. I'm not buying that, Charles. Not a paid burger.
Yeah. For you guys, when Krenner was here, I modded his PRS guitar, and each time, we needed something. I went back to I have some kind of box in my bedroom where there's several layers where I have all kind of parts, and each time we were there and saying, "Oh man, this would be good." I said, "One moment," left, went over to my bedroom, grabbed something, came back. Okay, here it is. He said, "Man, have you hidden a warehouse somewhere behind there?"
I have to go downstairs.
One moment, I'll be back.
One moment. 10 minutes later, is that what you need? Yeah, it's good to have some spare parts.
I've used all the kind of parts that I've planned for the guitar kits.
And now it's all in the PRS.
Yeah, not all. The push pulls are not in there, but I've used the push pull on Franz's guitar. And,
From the warehouse.
From the warehouse, yeah.
Okay. And you also have some pickups in the warehouse, some classic 57s.
I have
Pearlygate.
I have one Pearlygate. I have at least 3 or 4 classic 57s. I have some of the guitar kits as well. Then there is that P90, that stack P90 that we removed from
the Harley Benton one.
From the Harley Benton, the
you
Rosewood one.
Both?
Yeah.
Did you keep both?
No, I only have one.
So I have the other one.
Yeah, you
in my warehouse.
Somewhere in your warehouse.
No, it's not a warehouse. I just have.
Yeah. And eventually some kind of Seymour Duncan pickup, but I don't know.
Some pickups here. I think these are the Tremonti ones, Tremonti SE pickups. And yeah, these were the Grover tuners of the SG. The round buttons I replaced with the tulip ones.
I think. So the Gibson.
And I also still have the tuners of the American Professional Strat or Tele. I don't know. They had the same ones. I bought locking tuners for both of them. Unfortunately, the American Professional series doesn't come with locking tuners, so I had to buy locking tuners for both of them with this thumbnail, some wheel, and I sold one of the tuners, the stock tuner sets, because I don't need 2 of those as a backup. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we're almost at the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I think we're getting in the Phil McKnight territory. 2.5 hours later. No, I think we have to somehow wrap it up. We have spoken a lot about guitar modding, a little bit about pedal and amp modding. But what's Charles? We just replaced the buttons, not the whole tuner. Yeah, that's what Martin said as well. But I didn't find the buttons, just the buttons on the Thomann website, and I looked in the wrong place and bought the whole set. But yeah, that's what Martin also suggested. Why did you buy the whole tuners? You could just replace the buttons. Yeah, well, you always learn new things. So yeah, a lot of talking about modding guitars tonight was a lot of fun, and we have some projects ahead, especially you, Martin, with the kits.
First
we'll have to tackle one day.
I will have first to get my basement ready for this. I have a basement room.
The workshop for the warehouse. No, the warehouse upstairs and the workshop downstairs.
Workshop downstairs. Good to get that one ready. And yeah, because my wife will not let me do another kit in the living room, unfortunately.
Too much dust and dirt and...
Well, I did the sanding outside. It was not this much dust, actually. I had all the sanding was done outside, and I had when I did the minor finish sanding, I did it inside, but I had the blankets around everything
Okay.
around and had
I mean, if you wet sand, it's not dusty.
yeah.
Or not. So
That's the next thing. Is,
no
so
problem
it was
usually.
well. I was not able to sand immediately when I did the finish and sanded the finish again. I was not able to go immediately with wet sand
Okay.
because if the layers are really thin, the stain is water based. So you remove stain again if the layer of true oil is too thin. So I had up to 30 layers on that guitar, and I think from the 15th onward I dared to use it with sand with wet sanding.
Okay. Oh, makes sense.
Well, this is something entirely different. I can understand this, Charles.
It's what you need a workshop for, probably.
Yeah, having extra tuners is never a bad idea.
No. That's why I also have some kind of
They're just here, and there are another 3 sets over there, and yeah.
If I replace guitars, I usually keep the stock tuners for some time, but when I have them twice, I sell one of the sets. That's what I did with the PRS guitars. I've had both of the locking tuners, both of the stock tuners replaced with locking tuners, and then I sold one of those sets, and for the Fender tuners as well, because both American Professionals came with the same set, the 1s and the 2 series, and I sold one of the sets because, yeah, one set as a backup is okay, but you don't need 2, in my opinion. So yeah, what's your next mod project? Mine is almost decided. Thanks, Charles.
I'm not sure what I will do really next. Yeah, the basement is certainly still quite on top of everything before I can start with these kits.
So no small projects in mind currently.
Currently not.
You just did a lot of modding on Krena's guitar, so.
What I will have to do now that you remind me, I have to go and check the electronics on the PRS kit again. What you guys do not know is we tried to do a body review last week of that guitar, and somehow I must have some shortcut or something that activates by time, and yeah, I had 2 volume knobs instead, a volume and a tone knob. Then
yeah, the tone knob was not working. I was playing with the guitar and turning the tone down, and the volume was gone completely. And then you checked it, and there's something messed up with the wiring. So maybe because of the shipping to Thomann and back from Thomann, because of all the rattling and whatever.
Yeah. I will have to look what happened there. Eventually, I will rip out the whole not eventually. Maybe, sorry for my English. I learned. It's the German that's getting in my way with this word.
Eventuell.
Yeah. That's different translation, yeah. So maybe I rip out the whole electronics, do it once more, and when I'm doing this, maybe I can do another tutorial for this kind of wiring. If I do it, I will certainly use again this cable that I'm using on that guitar. I used separate wires which makes it a lot harder and a lot less friendly to see what's going on. It's a lot cleaner if you use the cable where you have the wires and plan everything out with this a little bit more precisely. Yeah. Other than that,
no big plans currently.
No big plans. My big plans are now learning more slide and practice.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense. I should also play more instead of mod and buy things. So, but at least in terms of buying, I behaved well. I just got this cable with the silent plug. That's the only new gear I got in the last 2 months. So hey, at least on that front, I'm behaving. Kind of.
Yeah, I was certainly more active in this department.
Yeah, we always change. Sometimes I'm buying more than you are. So
yeah,
it's just a phase probably. Yeah. All right, we've hit the 2-hour mark. I think we could come to an end. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Or do you have anything to add?
Well, how about one of you guys join us on our next stream?
And with joining, you mean on camera?
Yeah. On our next stream, hop in with a link. Charles
or Philip, or both of you? We can do segments. I don't know. Or, I mean, StreamYard is pretty flexible.
Yeah.
Charles or Philip, would you like to join? And thanks for the compliment.
Thanks. And thanks, Philip. I still have a long journey ahead of me with that one.
We're okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, you're always welcome in the chat, guys. We enjoy hanging out with you, and it's a lot of fun.
If you find the time, just tell us, Charles. I have your mail.
Yeah, if you have a day off, you can hop in. Or maybe Les can join as well. But yeah, on Thursday he's probably working as well.
Yes.
So maybe we need to do a weekend stream once. Sure. I think we could manage an hour or 1.5 hours, maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. With that, thanks a lot for staying with us, guys. It's been a lot of fun. And have a great day or good night, whatever, wherever you are, all over the world. And yeah.
Stay safe.
Stay safe. Stay healthy. And see you soon.
See you the next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.